game.
All right, so here we are back with Shawn for the last part of this interview here. Been kind enough to provide me with some pictures of his time in the penitentiary, and a lot of those pictures have his family in it. How old were your kids when you first got locked up, Shawn?
11 and 7.
And how old are they now?
Now they're 16 and 13.
I mean, you can see them grow over that time throughout those pictures, and it really, really puts a face on how much time, you know, Shawn spent in the penitentiaries. So, for marijuana, exactly, for marijuana. It's all the
no guns, no drugs, no nothing else, just weed.
All the time he spent away from his family, and that his family spent, you know, without him. In these years, his kids were growing up for marijuana, just for marijuana. Like, so, all right. So how much time you ended up doing then, Shawn?
I got sentenced to 90 months.
That's 7.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, when they finally took you, where did they take you to first?
Newaygo County Jail.
I'm saying after they took you, that was federal holding you're talking about. Newaygo County Jail was the federal holding. So once they moved you from there to an actual federal prison, where did they take you to?
They sent me to a medium facility in Illinois.
Okay.
In southern Illinois. It's called Greenville.
Okay. So
yeah, but, that's crazy because they put you in a white jumpsuit and just throw you out on the yard, and everybody's staring at you like, look at the new guy, this and that, and it's just like shocking, you know, at first. But
there ain't no quarantine or anything like that in a Fed joint?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, there's a hub that you go through. You go through Oklahoma. They fly you to Oklahoma. You sit there for a day or two, and then they fly you to whatever prison you're going to.
Okay. How they, like in a plane or a helicopter or what?
Plane.
Okay, so they flew you to Oklahoma.
Air Force One. You've seen the movie Air Force One with the duct tape on the wing and everything. That's a rickety city bus in the air.
That's some shit, boy. So they take you to Oklahoma. You spend a couple days there. They figure out where they're going to put you. They put you in Illinois for your like medium security in Illinois.
Yeah, I'm in there with a bunch of people doing life and murders and fucking rapists and shit like that.
The federal prison system, something like 50 or 60% is drug cases, right? Like, was that your experience? The people you were meeting?
I would say right now probably 60 to 70% are sex cases.
Really?
Yeah, the statistics are way different now. Once they started busting people for the child porn, just flooded out drug cases.
Okay. So, like, speaking, like, completely frankly, because when my experience in the penitentiary, from what I saw, it was different than what I expected it to be. How did they live in the prison for what you saw? Were they, like, getting, like, their ass kicked? Or were they getting, like, fucked with sexually? Or did they just go about their time? People did, like, leave alone or what?
Man, them motherfuckers were fucking each other. That's
really?
What they were doing. Holding hands and fucking blowing each other outside on the... you got to be careful what bathroom you walk into. They're giving them pills to grow titties, so a lot of them have like long hair and tits, and they're just running around living their best life, like the best life they ever had, like it's some big fucking homosexual gay college campus or something. It's crazy.
All right, so talk about your time a little bit. You said you ended up doing 5 out of the. You did 5 flat out of the 7.5.
Yeah, I did 5 years.
You said when you first got put on that yard in Illinois, they put you in a white jumpsuit. Is that just what everybody's wearing, or did you have to be wearing that because you was new?
Well, everyone that gets off the bus gets put in that white jumpsuit, and then the people that are in your car or from your state or in your gang or whatever are looking for you to check you out.
Okay.
And most of the time, like there's people in there that already know that you're coming.
Right.
They got a heads up. They looked you up. They looked your case up, which was the case with me. There were some good white dudes from Michigan that were there. And as soon as I got off the bus, they were looking for me. They knew me by name. They gave me a care package. They looked out for me.
Yes.
They're like, we know you're a good dude. This is what it is. This is what you do. This is what you don't do. You know, stuff like that. So.
And I just want to make something clear here about what you just said. You said that as soon as you got to the penitentiary, basically, there were some good white dudes on the yard that looked out for you. For the most part, no matter how you feel about it, it don't matter if you're racist or not, but most racists kind of just kick it with themselves, right? I mean...
Prison's segregated by races and gangs and stuff like that, but Yeah, I mean it's your choice if you segregate yourself. I did not segregate myself, but when you get to prison, your people, technically, whatever you want to call it, they're looking for you. This is what the deal is. Get your paperwork sent in. We already went over your paperwork, but get it sent in so you have a copy of it with you in case you ever have any problems or you got to go anywhere.
Yeah, that paperwork is key. Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah, listen, a lot of people are in there for snitching and like in the medium, if you're a child molester, like you got to go up, top. Like you're not living there. But right now, like that was 5 years ago when I was at the medium. Right now, it's different. Like they're accepted there. They just got to stay out of the way. But
right.
when I got there, like they were looking at me like, "Yo, this dude just come into your dorm. They know who I am, so let them know to go up top." So I think my first month there, I was called to the SIS, which is like the investigative police for the prison. And they called me up there because a guy went and checked in because he was a sex offender. And they're like, "Yo, you just got here. You checked this guy in." And I told him, I said, "Look, I just got to prison. I don't know what you're talking about."
Right. So it's going up top, that's the same thing as checking in. That's basically like checking yourself into protective custody or something. Is that going up top? Okay, so just tell me a little bit about your time, like how you spent it in there. You had a little hustle you told me about. Well, tell me about that.
Man, I jumped straight into making cheesecakes. As soon as I got there, I moved into a cell with some guy that was making them, and he just showed me how to make them real quick, and I just took off. And I think every day that I was in prison, I was making cheesecake.
That's what's up. What were you selling those cheesecakes for?
At first, it was like $8 a pie, and then when I moved to a different location, I upped the price to $10 a piece, and I made 10 of them a day. So I was bringing in like $100 a day, and $70 of it was profit. So
that's what's
I
up.
made a good living.
And how was you getting paid that money?
People would have their people send money to my people,
right.
Or they would put the money on my account or whatever.
I got you. Yep. That's what's up.
So when I actually left prison, I left with enough money on my account to buy a vehicle when I got out.
That's beautiful. So, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's doing your people a huge favor too. So they don't gotta, otherwise a lot of people will get out and just be a huge drain on their people. They'll get out and they won't have shit. But
I never took anything out of my kids' mouths.
No, that's
or my wife or for my family. Nobody had to take care of me. I took care of myself. I never missed a birthday. I never missed a holiday. I sent my kids money every time, and my wife, anytime there was any type of Christmas or birthday or anything like that. Like I took care of my kids.
Man, that's exceptional, man. That's exceptional. How many of the people your experience in the federal prison system? How many people you think was living like that in there?
5%.
5%, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's being motivated though, man. So how many different facilities was you in total?
I was in 3 different facilities.
Okay.
Federal prison's way different than state prison. Like you got COs competing to bring in product to inmates. There's littered with cell phones, fucking cartons of cigarettes, weed, pounds of weed. Like it's all over. People are throwing bags over the fence and flying fucking drones in.
Man.
I mean, and then you got COs bringing shit in. So life in there is a little easier. They don't really mess with you. There's no really lockdown in prison.
Right.
So it's just like it's an open dorm.
All right. You ever have a phone in there?
Yeah, I had a phone a couple times, but I would never keep it on me. I was smart about it. I just use it when I really needed to use it.
Shit, I know you use a little more than that. I knew the answer to that question when I asked it because you'd be calling me on FaceTime once in a while and shit. But no, that's what's up, man. I guess one more question that I'd like to know. You got sentenced to 7.5 and did 5 flats. So how did that? Is that like good time? Is that parole? How did you get out?
So there's a program called RDAP. It's a residential drug program. You get a year off for participating in a 9-month program. So I did that, which knocked a year off my sentence, and then I got 6 months good time out of the 7.5 years, and then 6 months halfway house. So that knocked 2.5 years right off my sentence.
6 months good time out of 7.5 years. That ain't a whole lot of good time.
85% of your time in the feds.
Okay. All right. So
year off for the program. I guess I got a year good time, and then 6 months halfway house. It's 2.5 years.
They don't tell you a certain day. You don't know you're getting out on XYZ, like, right? Or do you?
Yeah, you can calculate your time, and you know about when you're getting out, but and it's ultimately up to the halfway house what day you get a bed.
Okay.
So you're waiting up until the last week, so they tell you, you're like, look, you leave Tuesday. And
Okay.
that could have been Monday, you know?
Right. And then what do they do? They fly you out of there then, or put you on a bus, or what?
No, they just let you right out the front door.
Or your people got to come get you?
Well, you're supposed to take a Greyhound bus to. Your people can come get you, but if you tell them you're taking a Greyhound, they give you like an extra 10 hours.
Okay.
So a lot of people will say they're taking a Greyhound, have the people pick them up, and then go hang out for a while, see their family, and then get dropped off at the halfway house.
Okay. That's what's up. All right,
Yeah.
cool, man. So, so you got out, you did a little time in the halfway house, like you get a little bit of free time there, or what? Like get to leave there?
Yeah, you get passes to go out. You can go to church. You can go look for a job. You can go shopping, get clothes and hygiene and stuff like that. You got to have a job. Once you get a job, you got to hold it down for 30 days, and then they'll send you home. I got a job my second day there, and I'm still working at that job right now. But I was out of the halfway house for 32 days out of the 6 months. And my 6 months is up next month, and then they put a GPS on your leg when they let you out. So I've been on GPS for 4 months now and just waiting to get off next month.
Okay, so you didn't actually have to spend the whole 6 months in the halfway house. You did a couple months there and the rest on tether. Okay.
As long as you get a job, you can do 30 days in the halfway house and go home.
All right, so what you doing now? What you doing today with your time? Or not necessarily today, but you know.
Man, the coronavirus is vicious.
It is. That bitch is vicious, isn't it, man?
I'm stuck in the house. I'm working 4 days a week still, so I'm not stuck all day. But yeah, I'm still hustling cheesecakes, still making cakes on the side.
That's what's up.
Spending time with my family and just enjoying life, man. Them 5 years they took from me for marijuana. Man.
So how do you feel about like looking back on all this shit? Are you bitter? Like you cool with everything? How are you?
I can't be I can't hold that resentment or hold that shit over my head. I got to move forward. I'm positive. I don't think about my past. You know that one dude told me if you look behind you in the rear view, eventually you'll crash. So I don't look behind me at all.
That's
Ain't
good
nothing
advice.
I've ever done in my life, and you know what I've been through and what we all been through. There's no reason to look back.
That's good advice, man. That's great advice. Well, hey, man, you got anything else that you want to say just about any of this experience that we didn't touch on? Anything that you got on your mind that you'd like to speak on?
And I did 5 years in federal prison for marijuana. MMT was a lifestyle. It was the way we lived. We helped each other. We loved each other. We didn't hurt nobody. And this was the end result. So at the end of the day, don't go against the feds, because if they want you to lay down, you're about to lay down.
Man, that's that truer words have not been spoken, my brother. That's the truth. The feds are gonna get you if they want to, don't they? Well, I'd like to thank you again, Shawn, for sitting down with us and setting the record straight on all this, telling your whole story. And again, you know, can't emphasize this enough. You know, Shawn just lost 5 years of his life behind marijuana. Okay, no matter how you feel about weed, if somebody's making a choice to put something into their body, is that really something that they should be criminalized for and put in prison for, taken away from their families for? I mean, the war on drugs has been going on in full force since, the 1970s, and nothing's changed. If anything, we got better weed out there. More people are smoking it. More people are growing it. There's more, there's more of all kinds of drugs out there. So it's pretty clear that the approach thus far has not worked. Now, maybe we really need to reconsider how we as a society look at these things and how we as a society deal with substance use and drug use. So with that, if y'all like this content, if y'all enjoyed this interview, click that like button, click the subscribe button, join the team. Help me build this channel up. I really appreciate it. Big John told you so. It's all in the game.